Garellicks have always been very artistic, and there are many musicians, singers, actors, dancers, and painters in the family. So who is the most famous Garellick in the world? That's right, Kenneth Bruce Garellick, also known as Kenny G. He has sold more than 75 million records worldwide, making him the best-selling instrumentalist in history. I don't know if he is directly related to our family, but there's a good chance that he is our distant cousin. One of Bernard and Gita's daughters was Judith Heyman, a well-known opera singer. Her children Daniel and Sanna Heyman share some memories of Judith.
And she liked the arts. She started at Storan in Gothenburg with ballet, and then she turned more and more into opera. At an early age after school, she came to Stockholm to start at the musical academy to learn opera, and started work in the opera choir. And then she later got work as a solo singer.
In the Stockholm Opera House, and I used to come there after school to sit and do my homework or just hang around backstage. So we would travel back to our home in the evening as she had performances. I got to hear quite a lot of her then being in the choir. I mean, she was a soloist artist up until I was born.
She also put together a complete Garellick family tree in the early 2000s. That family tree became the foundation for this film.
She did a quite fast job about it, and she probably from memory a lot and talked to, I don't know who she talked to, but I helped her with calling relatives from the different brothers and trying to get in contact and what they remembered, just to get names of wives, children, and so forth, to make this tree as complete as possible. And that's what we did, and then we printed it in small, what do you call it? Like a small book. And we sent it out. I don't know to how many my mother sent them out, but it must have been late 2000s or early 2010s, because she passed away in 2011, so it has to be around there. It was late in her life she did this.
I don't know really how it started, but I believe that she, first of all, she had the time. She was now retired, and she, I believe, wanted, I mean, since people have died quite young in our family, I think she was kind of one of the oldest left, and she wanted to sort of do her bit. So I believe she had a lot of story in her, and I think when you come to that time in your life, you kind of want to summarize it.
There was no headphones for telephones in those, when I called. My ear was red and warm, and I was so tired in my arm because they never stopped talking. They had so much to talk about, and they were so sad that the family was not one big family anymore. Shouldn't we have a big Garellick meeting sometime and have everybody come?
I feel incredibly grateful to Judith for preserving our family history. Another famous actress and artist is Harriet Garellick, the youngest daughter of Solomon and Chasse. She is the oldest living member of the family, and she will turn 99 this year. Thankfully, I had a chance to visit her recently. Her daughter Leslie shares some stories of Harriet.
He was the youngest of six. very artistic. She was very beautiful. Stubborn. Very stubborn. She knew what she liked, and anything else other than that was not acceptable. She started as a ballet dancer, but that only lasted a short time, and then she auditioned for the Stockholm Stadsteatern, the State Theater of Stockholm, yeah. And she got in, and she worked with, I know, Ingmar Bergman and Max von Sydow, B.B. Anderson, and she did a lot of theater. Bergman wanted her for some films, and my mother was not comfortable with the way her nose looked. So she did not want that to be put on film. So she did maybe 2 or 3 films, but not as many as she regrets later in life not being concerned about her nose and not doing more film. I think one of the reviews said, when Harriet took the stage, the dust would fly. I'm not really sure what that means. But then she kind of transitioned to being an artist, and very talented artist, very theatrical. She did a lot of paintings of Hamlet. She had been invited to a very fancy party. Actually, she was the guest of honor, and it was at a consulate's house. And we got all dressed up, and they sent a car, and we got in the car. And all the way there, my mother was like, oh, I feel so sick, I'm dying. Oh, I don't know if I could do, oh. And I was like, oh my God, should we turn around? You're so sick. And she's like, no, it's okay. And we pulled up, I got out of the car, I turned around, and I saw my mother emerge from the car with just glorious and light, like you would never know that 30 seconds before she was dying. And I was like, oh my God, she is a fantastic actor. That's Harriet.
Hon var så rädd för att gå ut ur tältet, för kanske någon kunde då henne se. Hon var så rädd för att gå ut ur tältet, just nu hon ville få vara i fred.
1, 2, 3, nu ska alla vara med.
Hon bar en itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny yellow polka-dot bikini, en prickig baddräkt där midjan var bar. En itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny yellow polka-dot bikini, men att hon ville i tältet bli kvar.
3, 4, 5, sjung med mig med fart och kläm.
Hon var så rädd att gå ut i det fria, hon tog en filt som hon gömde sig i. Hon var så rädd att gå ut i det fria, men 1, 2, 3 plump så hoppa hon i.
5, 6, 7, sjung refrängen med oss nu.
Hon bar en itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny yellow polka-dot bikini, en prickig baddräkt där midjan var bar. En itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny yellow polka-dot bikini, men att hon ville i filten bli kvar. Ifrån tältet in i filten, ifrån filten ner till strand, ifrån stranden ut i vattnet. Ja, så kan det gå ibland.